Hello everyone, this is Anahata. Today I want to talk to you about a subject that is really hard for a lot of people, and that is grief and losing a loved one. Hi Wayne, hi Sally. Oh Sally, I can't believe you're on here. As you will soon find out. Hi Roz, oh my gosh, perfect. The medicine is already working. How cool, guys. 2 people on this thread already are dealing with a loss, an imminent loss and the direct loss already of a loved one. Earlier last week, or this week, at the end of last week, I was asked to do something very difficult, and that is to send a goodbye letter to someone that I love because they are passing on. And, you know, so many emotions come through when that occurs, and you know that this person is going to a better place and not really leaving, and all the things that you hear people try to offer as support. But it just doesn't seem to help, does it? And so today I want to really take a deep dive, pull back the layers of grief, and understand what it is that's happening when you grieve the loss of someone. And then, of course, I want to offer you a code, which has helped me. And I know it will help you as well. So, you know, there's 7 steps or stages of grief, or so they say. And so I think the first thing to understand about grief is that we are only grieving because our perception of the relationship we once had with someone isn't the same. They are very much still here, but we can't touch them, feel them, be with them, and all of those things that we were able to once do. And so it really is about perception. You may also be going through a lot of stages, right? So shock and denial is the first stage, they call it. And then you get on with the pain and the guilt. And then you go with anger and bargaining. And then you have a depressive, reflective, lonely period. Then suddenly there's an upward turn where you can reconstruct and you can work through. Finally, there is that acceptance and hope. And so I want to just remind you all that the Anahata codes, www.anahatacodes.com, can support you at every phase of your grieving process by delivering you access to the thing that you need to remember in order to work through whatever is going on emotionally with you. So go to anahatacodes.com, download the guide, and it will explain how to pull a code. And it's all about the asking. Whatever you ask is what you'll be pulling to you. If you are in the shock and denial stage, ask for an assisting frequency to assist with that. If you are dealing with guilt, perhaps you didn't make amends with this person, or you felt like now that you regret that you didn't spend more time with them, or that you should have done, you know, this, that, and the other, all these things that we feel guilty about if someone transitions and we weren't, you know, fully mended with them in a relationship. You can pull a code for that. If you're in the anger stage, pull a code for that. And same with the depressive reflection loneliness. And here's the thing. The Anahata codes aren't going to banish your discord. They're going to remind you that it's a perspective and that you have choice in how you choose to feel, and that there is other things that you can align with that are going to make you feel better. Because here's where it gets really interesting about transition. You know, energy does not die. We know that we transition out of this body, out of this very short lifespan, back into timelessness. And from that perspective, our loved ones are always around us. This is why they say, oh no, they didn't go anywhere, can you feel them, etc. The problem with that is when we are in our grieving phase, we can't feel them because we're so focused on the absence of them, right? So instead of, and this is where we need to try and get to the acceptance and hope. And I also think that there is a big misunderstanding with that. A lot of people feel like you need to get over it or move on. And I don't believe that to be the case. What I think that we're trying to do is get to feeling okay in the new relationship we have with this person. They aren't in a physical form anymore. They are beyond physicality. So essentially they are everywhere. And you can begin to have this beautiful relationship with them if you can keep that separation gone, right? If you dwell on the they're not here, right? You're not on that wavelength with them if they're not here. So you see, it's a conundrum. It's a catch-22, because the more you miss them, the more you're validating that they're not here. And all they are trying to do is tell you they're here. And therein lies your actual grief. The vibration of grief is your perception of that person no longer being here, when it is false. They are. They are. That's what they are. They're everything. They're here in a whole new way. And so I think pulling codes is a great way to work through the stages you may be in, and eventually getting to acceptance and hope, but not in moving on, not in validating that they're no longer here, because that's a lie. They are here. They're just in it's a new way to form a relationship with them. And so, but it sucks. You know, I hear you. It's a time. It's something we're all going to have to go through, and you know, it doesn't get any easier, but the assisting frequency that I pulled today, I think will help. And that is in the flower essence category, specifically Star of Bethlehem. And so we're going to install this code, and before we do, I'm going to read to you what you're going to have access to remembering. Now, if you're not familiar with Anahata codes and you have no idea what I'm talking about, you know, go read. There's hours of material on my website for you. The entire modality is free, anahatacodes.com. But in a nutshell, your intention, your free will, plus the code, which is a numeric sequence describing the thing that you need, and your heart chakra allows you to activate a resonance remembrance. You are already connected to all things. This is very illusional. We're in our bodies and we're separate, and this is me and that's you. Not so. We're actually all one. And so you already have access to all things through your connection to all things. We are 99.9% empty space. And of course, it's not empty, it's energy and information. We are 99.9% energy and information. So how cool is that to know that your loved one is now this energy and information, and you can experience this intimate connection with them in ways you never dreamed of if you can let go of that discord, that pain that you're perceiving as they're no longer here, right? And so this code neutralizes shock in any form, current, past, bad news, accidents, losses, etc. And I will send a link to this. I'm not making this up. So after you ask for the code you need and you are guided to the row and column that is arising in response to that vibrational asking, and guys, it'll freak you out how accurate it is. It's pretty fun. But then you look up, what is this thing? What is it going to help me with? And so when I looked up Star of Bethlehem, I met with all of this beautiful information, which I will link in today's presentation. It also helps to clear and release trauma. Okay, good to have for grief. Eases feelings of sorrow, grief, sadness, loss. Supports inner child healing. It brings a deep sense of comfort. Okay, I think that's also so important as we go through the grieving process, is to feel comforted. And then it helps bring you back into your body, because sometimes we feel like we get so sad with our grief that we'd rather not experience our body because it's too painful. So we disassociate, and that can cause so many issues. Obviously, we need to be in our bodies to be here. So this is going to help align you back with a feeling of comfort, clearing the shock, the trauma, the grief, so that you can move on with hope and a new understanding of the ways in which the relationship you have with this person is going to continue. You're not going to get over it. And I'm hopeful that it will allow you to celebrate them more without focusing on they're not here, right? That's the problem, is we go, we want to celebrate them. We want to remember the way that their voice sounded, the things they used to say and do, and then we go right back down into this grief because they're not here, right? And instead, I hope that you can get to a point of celebration with them in reveling in all of those moments without the burden of feeling separation or loss in some way. All right, guys, so this was a doozy, but let's go ahead and install this code. Left palm up, right hand on your heart chakra. We ask for, accept, align with, and hold this Anahata code. With gratitude, we attain the assisting frequency of Star of Bethlehem. 9236842-839. 9236842-839. 9236842-839. 9236842-839. 9236842-839. 9236842-839. 9236842-839. And let's put both hands on your heart and breathe with gratitude. It is so. All right, my loved ones, I hope that this has brought you a little bit of peace, and just know that any of you who are going through losing someone at this moment, I'm with you, I love you, and let's be there for each other. And time is an illusion, and so these people that we've lost over our lifetime and will continue to lose eventually ourselves as well, they're there waiting for us, and it's a blink of an eye. I remember being with one of my childhood friends as she was transitioning last year, and holding her hand and telling her, for her it's going to be 2 seconds and she'll be waiting there. And I know that will be true of the person that's departing over this week as well. So my love to you all. Thank you for letting me be vulnerable, and I love you. God bless you all on your path. And may it be a week of celebrating the unity that we have with all things, and allowing ourselves to go there into our memory banks of vibration and celebrate people and honor people and not try to get over it, and instead just build a hopeful and new relationship with them. All right, my dears. Love to you all. Yes, Sally, I needed this more than you can ever know. I know. Sally and I are both going to be missing this person a lot. So, all right. God bless you. Talk to you later.